This has been an Audio Always production for BBC Radio 4, presented by me, Julia Shaw.
And me, Adam Rutherford.
The Human Subject is produced by Simona Rata. The assistant producer is Manzi Vetlani.
And now on Radio 4, another chance to hear Front Lines of Journalism with Jeremy Bowen. This programme was first broadcast in May 2023. It contains some distressing scenes and very graphic description.
One day during the siege of Sarajevo, our fixer, Dina, was late for work. She had a good excuse. A shell had gone right through her parents' apartment. Miraculously, no one was hurt. Reporting a story is harder if it feels personal. You don't have to be in a war zone. It can't be easy reporting the crisis in Britain's overstretched hospitals if your mother has waited hours for a bed. My Lebanese driver and friend, Abed Takush, was killed in May 2000 in South Lebanon when an Israeli tank crew fired a shell into his Mercedes taxi. Then they tried, unsuccessfully, to kill the cameraman, Malik Kanan, and me with the tank's heavy machine gun. Some people who don't like my reporting of Israel claim I'm biased because of that day. I disagree. What motivates me is getting to the truth. In this series, I'm taking you to some of the most difficult stories I've had to report, and to the obstacles that stand between journalists and the truth. In this episode, what do you do when it's personal, or when a story generates a lot of heat? Nothing does that more than the conflict between Palestinians and Israelis. I'm Jeremy Bowen. This is Front Lines of Journalism, Episode 2, Not in Your Shoes. A couple of days before New Year 2009, 8 years after Abed was killed, I was with my family at the Christmas pantomime at the Hackney Empire in London. My phone kept buzzing with texts about an Israeli offensive against Hamas, the Palestinian armed group that controls Gaza. I flew to Tel Aviv the next day. Israel did not let foreign correspondents into Gaza until close to the end of the war, 3 weeks later. Most of the reporting from inside Gaza was done by Palestinian journalists who lived there, like my BBC colleague, Rushdie Abu Alouf.